You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Sternberg Museum of Natural History, also by The Dentist.
Fort Hays State University's Sternberg Museum of Natural History invites you to experience Bringing Fossils to Life, their newest permanent exhibit under the dome. Meet a giant mosasaur and its living little relative, the Australian water monitor. Learn about evolutionary stasis with giant tortoises and discover the many ways fish made their way onto land with mud skippers. Experience all this and more at Fort Hays State University's Sternberg Museum of Natural History in Hays, Kansas.
Discovery under the dome.
Come discover a one-of-a-kind family dental center for the whole family at The Dentist. Dr. Melinda Miner and her warm and friendly staff love working with children of all ages to help keep everyone's smile happy and healthy. They recommend all children see the dentist by age 1. The Dentist is now accepting new patients, children and their families. Visit them at 1010 Downing Avenue in Hays or online at thedentistinhays.com. See our ad in the Next Tech directory.
Hello and welcome to You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. My name is Dana Stanton and I'm the coordinator of early childhood grants for USD 489. And with me today is Beth Hansen. Good afternoon, Beth.
Hi, Dana.
Now, first of all, Beth, tell us what organization you work for.
I work for Early Childhood Connections.
Now, we were talking beforehand, Beth is new in her position, so we're not going to put her on the spot by having her list all of her brand new job duties. But one of the things we are going to talk about is the Connections program. Because I think a lot of people hear us say Connections, and they think about Head Start or Parents as Teachers or Early Head Start, and they don't really understand all the different components and options that come with the Connections program. So first I'm going to just ask you a little bit about prenatal to 3. I know there's lots of different options and services available for families prenatal to 3. So if you could kind of tell us a little bit about those.
Okay, so for the prenatal to 3 program options, we have a home-based option. So this would involve families receiving a home visit. We have the Parents as Teachers program, which are monthly or bi-monthly home visits. We have the Early Head Start, and they are weekly. Early Head Start is in Ellis, Russell, Rooks, and Rush counties. And Parents as Teachers is just where the USD 489 school district is. And then we have center-based options, which is at Munger. That's our child care. Then we also have family child care options where we partner with some community home providers and they can have the child care through that.
And actually we've had Brenda on here before talking about that. So we've talked about that before. And I think a lot of people maybe when they think about Parents as Teachers, I think people before they have kids kind of assume that they're going to know what to do, but that doesn't always happen. You know, you don't always know exactly what's going to happen when you have children. So Parents as Teachers and Early Head Start, it's kind of, to me at least it was, just support. And and the home visits. Tell what would you talk about at a home visit?
So the home visits definitely support the family, and that's a big goal of ours, is the well-being of the family. That's just as important, and that helps your child grow. So we will share typical development information. We do periodic screenings. We can also connect those families with different resources, but really meet that family where they're at.
I remember when my kids were little, they weren't walking or crawling, and I'd be all worried. Or maybe I thought they were doing something too quickly. So Parents as Teachers, Early Head Start, those are the perfect folks to talk to a parent and tell them this is typical, or maybe there is a concern, and this is how we can check that out.
Absolutely. And you know, if there's not necessarily anything that we need to just work on, but we're just moving along the typical developing child, that's great too, because we'll have activities that can help enhance those skills.
Well, one of the things I say at the beginning is parents, remember you're your child's first and best teacher, and you know, really that's what Parents as Teachers and Early Head Start. That's where I actually stole that line from. So that's 0 to 3, and then Connections also serves children and families from 3 to 5. So what are some of the different options for children in that age range?
Okay, so for the 3 to 5 Head Start preschool program, We have the center-based program. So we have a center here in Hayes, and then we have
Where we're filming at right now.
we have a classroom over in Ellis and a classroom in Russell. And then we also have a home-based option. So this is where the teacher would be meeting the family in the home once a week for a home visit that way.
So the center-based, now the children go to school Monday through Thursday, correct?
Right.
Right. And right now we have a morning session and then an afternoon session, but next year there's going to be kind of a combination of both, correct?
We are introducing a few classrooms that will have the full day option as well. And that will be just in Hayes.
And I know a lot of people aren't even probably aware that for preschool services, we also have the home base. So maybe you can't get here for whatever reason, and the teacher will come right to you.
And some families really prefer that. Sometimes it's the best choice for their child to just kind of get them introduced to the idea of preschool. And so it's a nice option to have the teacher come to your home.
Now, I know there's lots of different activities that go along with Connections, and you've got some of them listed here. So tell us a little bit about some of those.
Socializations are a huge part of our program as well, and getting families involved. We have periodic play groups. We have them in the different communities that we provide services for, so that's great for families that maybe don't live in Hayes. We have big events. We have one coming up that's a family fun night for our families that are coming. We have different Daddy and Me events that we will have. We participated with the Family Fun Fest, TGI Family Night Out.
Go Truck Go.
Go Truck Go.
Truck
That's
Go.
another one that'll coming up in the fall. Lots of opportunities for families to get involved, and they're held at different times during the day, so it can match their schedules.
Now, we've talked about a whole lot of services, from prenatal services to children, in preschool getting ready to go into kindergarten. And there's, some of these things, there's some eligibility requirements and probably too much to talk about in our program, but say someone's listening and say, wow, I would really like to take part in a play group or a socialization, or maybe I would like home visits, or I'd like my child in preschool. How do they find out more information?
So a great way, easy way, is to just give me a call. And
Okay.
I'm more than happy to just talk to them about their interests and where we can fit them best in the program. So that would be a great option. We also have a Facebook page that can connect you with that. You can connect through us at hayesparents.com as well.
Hayesparents.com, yes.
So any of those options would be great.
Okay.
And then they can just stop by our office too, physically.
Now tell us what phone number to call
Okay, so it's 785-623-2430.
and ask for Beth
That's right.
or Dana or whoever.
Anybody, and say what you're wanting.
Really,
and we'll
whoever
connect
answers
you.
the phone, they will get you connected.
That's right.
Beth, thanks. Wonderful information, wonderful program. Thanks for
Thank you.
being here today. You've been watching You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. Parents, remember, you are your child's first and best teacher. Thank you.
You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Sternberg Museum of Natural History, also by The Dentist.